Greetings, friends, and welcome. As we begin, I want to name something that's been coming into focus for me recently. Channeling has always been a core, integral part of the work that I do as a professional psychic. It's a part of every session that I do with every client. It's a big part of the teachings that I offer, and it's a very integral part of how I guide people through their own journeys in spiritual awakening, healing, and empowerment. So as we come into 2026, I'm launching a new video series called Cosmic Channeling, which is a place for you to receive intuitive transmissions, soul-centered guidance, and embodied remembrance. This first transmission is a cosmic channeling for 2026, where we're going to be exploring the energetic themes, the shifts, the new cycles that are coming in for all of us collectively as we move into the new year. Now, these transmissions are not so much meant to be predictions as much as they are orientations. It's an opportunity for you to tap into what you deeply already know to be true for yourself within that deep soul level. So take a breath with me, settle in, ground, and let's begin. A large activating factor that is connected to the vibrational frequencies that are coming in now are connected to 3i Atlas and what that is awakening within us on those collective levels. And the energy is this. I'm getting the word renaissance. We are coming into a revolutionary renaissance type of period that is connected to renewed optimism regarding the possibilities that lay ahead for humanity. The word hope is coming in, but it really feels like it's turning hope into faith in the progress that we can make. Another thing that's coming in regarding these vibrational frequencies, it's a lot about pioneering energies. It's a lot about leading edge, discovering. And although this is not meant to be a prediction, I am being shown where the pioneering is going to be connected to many different levels. And this is going to be sciences. It's going to be how our education system is shifting. It's our financial system shifting. But the big thing that is coming in and that renaissance energy is like a renewal of genius that comes collectively as a wave throughout humanity. Now, I want to do some personal commentary on this that feels connected to what's going on with AI. I love the conveniences of AI and being able to use it as a source of information and things like that. But one of the things that we need to look out for is an over-reliance on AI, because it can lead to a reduction of humanity's critical thinking abilities. So having said that, what's channeling through is that while there's this pathway of the whole AI developments and advancements of technologies in that way, at the same time, coinciding parallelly, there's a pathway in humanity of a collective of people who are pioneering in ways where they are leaning more into their own creative genius, which brings expanded abilities in how human evolution is happening. So obviously not all of this is happening exactly in the year 2026, but it's beginning now energetically. And some of these things that we're talking about that are beginning right now will unfold over the next many decades, but the energy is initiating now. Many of us who are the people who are the intuitive empaths, the people that I call evolutionary souls, meaning the people that are born with an innate sense of being here to support the evolution of humanity. We are the people that are really waking up to these vibrational frequencies right now. We're the ones that are gathering within communities of like-minded people and supporting each other in our creative genius. There's going to be a lot of actual group connection and gathering as opposed to virtual gathering. Like virtual gatherings are still going to be happening within social media and things like that. But a part of the Renaissance energy that's coming in, that I'm being shown, is people returning to favoring what might start feeling like old school forms of entertainment. It's not just being glued to your device. It's getting out and actually attending group events that are different forms of entertainment. And when I see that, I'm seeing like a renewed version of going back in time. One of the things that I've been being shown is that old school styles of entertainment, like variety shows that could be considered like vaudeville type shows, are going to be coming back in style. People are craving real connection. People are craving organic, creatively inspiring activities. And so this is all a part of the vibrational frequency that is coming in with the new year. With that comes qualities of consciousness that we're collectively shifting into now. And when I look at that, it's also very pioneering. Like individually, we're all in this renewed ambitiousness to be pioneering new pathways forward. So the consciousness that is coming in is one of empowerment. It's power of the people. It's reclaiming our sovereignty. It's reclaiming our ability to steer our own ship, powered by the passions, the true ambitions of our deep soul. A part of the consciousness that's coming in is also a lot about realizations that in the past, things that we may have considered flights of fancy, those deep ambitions that we carry in our souls, those deep passions that we carry in our souls, a part of the consciousness that's coming in now is the awareness of these aren't just like flights of fancy. These aren't pipe dreams. These awarenesses that we have about our deep passions and enthusiasms, whatever they are, the awareness collectively is like more of a concrete knowing that this is my soul speaking to me about what I'm here to experience, create, and contribute to humanity. So the collective consciousness is one of, I would say, stepping into your spiritual warrior nature. Now, some of you know, because I have a whole playlist of it here on my channel, that I am also an astrologer. And so the astrologer of me can see how this is all shaping up on that level. But I won't talk about the astrology here because I have a different playlist for that you can check out. I want to really keep it to the channelings here. So as we're coming into these new vibrational frequencies, new aspects of consciousness, what's completing? What patterns or ways of being are we collectively ready to bring into completion? And when I tune into that, we're ready to bring into completion the pattern of giving our power away to what we consider to be hierarchical authorities. So the judgments, we're ready to let go of self-judgment, self-criticism, the old paradigms of self-shaming or shaming others, self-criticism or criticizing others, self-judgment or judging others, really is like an old paradigm, fear-based pattern that is a part of what has kept us stuck in the dark ages, so to speak, metaphorically, psychologically. And so these old psychological warfare tactics that have been used by hierarchical authorities of government and whatnot have less and less impact on people in the way of keeping them corralled in smallness and controlled, which is what those things are meant to do. We're all liberating ourselves from those things. We're all collectively recognizing how there's no beneficial use for these things in regard to the evolutionary trajectory that we are on as humans right now. And there's no more place for blame, shame, judgment, criticism. These things will be being replaced with innovation in the spirit of the evolution of humanity. So as these old energies that have played themselves out are being shifted away from, we awaken to new energies, new capacities. Self-reliance is the key word that's coming in, where we're no longer taking the bait of fear, of lack that is propagated throughout the media. And we're replacing that with coming into new, deeply felt, soul-centered senses of being supported by the divine, by the cosmos. The energy of being riddled with fear of the future, regret of the past, is diminishing in favor of the awareness of the importance of being in mind, body, spirit alignment in the here and now. I'm seeing all of us collectively coming into like a new empowerment that's filled with choices. We're no longer blindly being enslaved by our jobs or whatever other structures are in place that we have previously felt obligated towards or enslaved to. But we're awakening to the power of choice. We're awakening to, hey, this is my life. It's my right to consciously, deliberately gather my energy and purposefully, intentfully, deliberately channel it, invest it in the ways that I feel guided. And I trust that this is where my sense of thriving in life can be fully experienced. Thriving in the way of personal reward, fulfillment, achievement, accomplishment that comes from daring to believe in what your personal goals and dreams are and the capacity to experience them, to realize them, to manifest them. And so one of the new mindset shifts that are coming in is that awareness of the value of really just being in the here and now, being aware in the here and now, being present in the here and now, taking action in the here and now, and experiencing the rewards that come with that in the here and now as it paves the way for the future. In 2026, power is being redefined. It's no longer about who has the most whatever. Power is no longer about an ability to control or dictate or manifest. Power in 2026 is recognized by a person's ability to hold embodied presence in the here and now. Power is presence, not control, not manipulation. And the way that we recognize us being in our empowerment in 2026 is by the quality of our mind, body, spirit coherence, our mind, body, spirit alignment. Alignment is connected to the power of cutting the ties of discordant energies in your life, fortifying your strength and maintaining healthy parameters and boundaries for yourself. Empowerment and power looks like living in alignment with integrity. Integrity has nothing to do with living in alignment with societal values that we've been conditioned to adhere to. Integrity means you're living in alignment with your truth. You're living in alignment with clarity of awareness of what your truth is. Living with self-honesty, cultivating self-trust, trusting yourself to make healthy choices and actions for yourself that are always advocating for the aspects of you that you are choosing to empower and embody. In 2026, our souls collectively are being reminded of the power of the pivot. That we don't necessarily have to just unconsciously continue a momentum that we're already on the trajectory of because of our past mindset, experiences, and choices. We have the ability to choose to pivot into a new focus, a new mindset, a new awareness, a new direction at any time we choose, which ultimately is the key to shifting into new timelines. I feel like collectively humanity is done with allowing the future of the evolution of humanity and the future of our planet to rest in the hands of people who have ulterior motives that are rooted in greed. And therefore, there's many pockets of people who are coming together on grassroots levels, not in resistance to authoritative groups that are currently in place, but more in the way of coexisting in a way that offers, supports, and expands into a healthier, more vibrant, fulfilling way of being, where there's way more efforts in the direction of returning our planet back to health, efforts in the direction of optimizing sources of healthfulness on the earth, such as food supply, diet, regulations around those things, and collectively opening and inviting intergalactic, interterrestrial relations, communications. I had mentioned this before, maybe a year or so ago in a video where it came through about how like in the next 10 years, we're going to begin to see ourselves as galactic citizens, not just citizens of Earth. And that's because there's more of an awareness, a concrete awareness of, extraterrestrial brothers and sisters, and having more communication with them. Many of us are already having communication with our extraterrestrial relatives through meditative experiences that are very real. And it feels like it's only a very short matter of time before there's irrefutable or unrefutable evidence of life on other dimensions, other star systems, other planets, whatever, that in the next 10 and longer years, we will begin building relationships with the explicit intent of restoring harmony and vibrance on this planet, as far as the literal health of the planet goes, and the inhabitants, not just people, but animals, plants, minerals, everything that's alive. Trust the wisdom that's already living deep within you. That really is one of the main transmissions that's coming. It feels like as we're moving through the next few years, having a strong, solid sense of trusting your inner wisdom, your inner intuition, is going to be your best friend, is going to be your best navigation tool. So it's a good time for you to be working on strengthening your connection to your own intuition. Now, I do happen to have a whole free playlist here on my channel called Empowering Intuition, which are teachings and excerpts from the Empowering Intuition classes and weekend immersions that I offer. So take a look at that for more helpful tips, guys. All my love, blessings. Happy 2026.